I am the prophet, and truth is above all else. I am about to tell you something really weird that you will not believe at first glance, but let's hope I can at least convince you. Smartphones are very dangerous. Now, sure, it sounds weird, everyone has a smartphone. However, what is the primary function of a smartphone? You may think that it is to talk to other people, or maybe entertainment, or maybe for an emergency. Who knows? There are many things that phones are used for. However, the primary function is that of avoiding boredom and avoiding pain. And in this example, we can put these two things together. When you do not have what to do, when you are really bored, that is a kind of a pain, maybe a dull pain, not like dropping something on your foot, but is a pain nonetheless. So what happens when you have a phone? By having technology always at your disposal, you are always avoiding pain. You never have to acknowledge it, you never have to fight it, to become better in order to overcome a challenge. Because you never get to that point. Imagine a different situation. 50 years ago, 100 years ago, if you didn't have something, if you didn't have what to do or couldn't do something, you needed to overcome it. You needed to just sit down and think about it. Did you have dating problems? Well, you needed to sit down and think about it, or ask someone. You didn't know what to do in your career. Same thing. Or maybe you were just bored. Again, you needed to sit down and fix the problem. With the phones, however, there is no problem. You are always preoccupied. There is always something to do. So this creates a different kind of person. A person that is not forced to deal with certain things. So sure, you may say this is not a big problem, but what happens when those issues become unavoidable? When you cannot run away, when you have to face a problem that is in front of you? Well, you will whimper, you will panic, you will freeze up, you will not know what to do. A great example is young children or even teenagers. They cannot handle simple tasks. They cannot go to the store or go outside or take care of something, talk to people. Sure, compare them to teenagers 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 1000 years ago, who at age 12 were already working their farms and fighting tigers or, I don't know, bears or wolves with sticks. That was a completely different level of responsibility placed on children. And because those children, unless they were idiots or some mentally challenged, because those children had to deal with it, they become stronger. Now, however, people are weaker and weaker because they never have to face the problems in their lives, because they can always, almost always at least, run away. Of course, the phone is the worst offender, but it is a system. The phone, the internet, music, TV shows, movies, games, everything. If you hurt, if you are bored, you can just run away and you will find something that can distract you. You will not have to think about it. In that way, the internet is slowly becoming the worst and the most dangerous drug on the planet, because it is free and because it is available. And no matter how you regulate it, people will still have access to it. And the worst thing about all of this is the phone. Or at least the most dangerous thing is the phone, because it is always with you. Instead of spending 5 minutes and talking to someone on a bus, on a train, or just going out, the phone is there. Instead of thinking about your life or just thinking in general, you do not have to do it because the phone is there. So what would I say? What should you do? It is quite simple, and I do not propose anything drastic. Think about it. Are you obsessed with your phone? Do you spend a lot of time with your phone? If the answer is yes, just do it less. Impose some kind of limit and stick to it. Even if it's a hard limit, like only staying 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours a day on your phone, or a soft limit where it's more flexible depending on your needs. Whatever it is, if you recognize that it is a problem, and for the vast majority of people it is, then recognize it as a problem and deal with it as a problem and try to make it go away. I hope you like this video. Please leave a comment. Are you obsessed with your phone? And be honest, even if it's hard. For me, not really. I mean, I like my phone. I spend a lot of time with it, but nowhere near the amount other people do. So I hope you liked this video and I hope it was very helpful. Thank you for watching.